Uh, Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rashid Ahmed. Some of you might know me as, from what's happened to me in Pakistan, about other people have posted about me. I thought you might actually hear right from me exactly what happened. A few years ago, when I decided to come to Pakistan after retirement in the UK, I decided to invest in Pakistan into property. It was all going very well till this land mafia found out about it, and they befriended me at first, pretending to be on my side, pretending to help me. But all the time, they were, trapping me. It's called entrapment. They got all these small cases together, and a lot of things were happening, and so I decided to come back to the UK in February this year. But when I went back in April with my wife, we got arrested a couple of days after I arrived by a police officer. He said about this defrauding check. At that time, I didn't even know anything about these checks. Apparently, they stole some checks, 4 checks from my car, which they on different people have posted them into my account. Obviously, they got bounced, and if you got a check that bounces against you, they can get an FIR done. But I didn't give much notice of that, but I know now how serious it is. Because of this one check, 1.5 crore, I got put into prison for that. And the investigating officer didn't even investigate that. It was a stolen check. It wasn't even my signature on it. They forged the signature. The check already been reported to the bank that it was stolen. It was already reported to the police station in F10 that I had a check that was stolen. But that was regardless of that, they still did an FIR and they still got put in prison for it. And that wasn't the end of the story. When I was in prison, they used to influence this mafia, and people were approaching me, even police officers in the prison were approaching me and trying to make me a deal, or they were trying to take, they said, "Oh, give us so much and we'll let you off," or "Give us, so many crores and we can make these cases disappear." I had a constant flow of these people coming in. I just have to ignore them because I didn't know who to trust, who not to trust. My children had arrived from the UK in the meantime, and they got heard of this story, what happened, and they were all new to it. They put a complaint on the Prime Minister portal, and they put a complaint to the British Embassy. And somehow this complaints they made to different places ended up in City Police Station. And this police officer, SP Ayaz, got found out about it. He looked at the case. Once he looked at the case, as a proper police officer should, he realized there's something wrong here. So he interviewed the people who actually posted them checks, and they couldn't, and these people who posted this 1.5 crore check and one posted a 9 crore check. He asked them what you were doing, and they were on basic salary of 30,000 rupees a month as drivers. Said, how can you, get a check for 9 crore? How can he owe you 9 crore when you're working as a driver for 30,000 rupees a month? There was no answers to that, obviously, because they were stolen checks, and he didn't know at that time, but he put one to one together and realized these people are frauds. And they would just front for some other people who were behind the scenes making them do all this. This is a very powerful land mafia in Pakistan, and it happens to people who come from abroad to invest. No wonder you're not getting investment from abroad anymore, because you find people like that, people come and commit these kind of heinous crimes against you. I'm making this video just to warn other people, other UK expats or people from other countries, from America and that. Be careful when you go to Pakistan. For one thing, I personally would never do it again. I don't think anybody else should, because these people are on the lookout for you. They look out for people like you and me who come here to invest, and so they can get the claws into you and try to extract everything from you when they can. And that's what they try to do to me. They try to get everything I own. Everything, my plazas, my houses and everything, they just wanted everything from me. I didn't really care what happened to me. long as they got all the money and got all of my property. And that's one of the reasons, I'm making this video, say you have to be really careful. I was quite lucky that a good police officer, got my case and he looked into it, and he put a bit of a stop to it and gave me the opportunity to get out of the country. Otherwise, I would have been, I don't know, I'm not sure if I would have been alive by now. But this land mafia is something to watch out for. Thank you.